What's up YouTube, Metro Hero 2012 here, coming at you with episode 2 of my expansion Seattle Supersonics in NBA 2K18. Starting off this episode here, I'm going to adjust jerseys quick. Just for the home jersey, I made the front numbers green out of recommendation. I didn't change the back numbers, but I might do that later. I'll show you in the video. The away jersey I changed completely. I went from the black and green to the green and yellow, and I think it ended up being a little bit better. It was just a little bit confusing the way it was. And then on these jerseys, I just added a white and yellow stripe at the bottom, just to kind of tie the whole jersey together. So just little things here and there. And nobody really mentioned they wanted me to upload the jerseys, but I know last year I had a lot of requests for it, so I went ahead and uploaded those. And I do end up making some more adjustments to it in this video, you'll see, but I did upload them for you guys. And I wanted to look at the conferences here. Our conference looked like that. The ones that got bigger was actually the Central, and you can see the Pittsburgh Force were implanted into there. Southeast, same size. Southwest got one bigger. And honestly guys, I don't know exactly what the divisions are, so I can't tell you what team shifted around and stuff for us to fit in there. Power rankings, we're not last in the league. We're 29 out of 32, so the Nets, Kings, and Knicks are all worse than us, so that's awesome. I was looking at a couple of trade offers here. Manuel Mudiay in a second round pick for Frank Kaminsky and Marvin Williams is actually a decent idea. Marvin Williams got a ridiculous contract, but Frank Kaminsky could help us a lot. And you'll see in the game, Manuel Mudiay doesn't help us a whole bunch. We could also trade him for Jordan Clarkson, but Mudiay just doesn't perform very well in the game. Actually, Tyus Jones performs a little bit better than him. Again, you will see he's just a little bit hard to play with in 2K, and I guess I didn't know that when I drafted him. But here's some other trading options that we have. If you guys are interested, let me know, or if there's anybody you want me to go after. But yeah, Tyus Jones ends up kind of taking the starting job after this first game, so Manuel Mudiay, to me, I think might be tradable, or if you guys really want me to keep him, we can. But let me know in the comments below what you think, and we'll get to you. Let's go ahead and launch this game against the Pistons, and you can see how underrated we are compared to them.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks everyone for joining us here in the start of a new season. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the Detroit Pistons facing Seattle.
Alright guys, starting out the game, we got a really slow start. The Pistons took a 6-0 lead. They're going to go ahead and extend it there. Now it's 10-0. One thing to notice about this clip is all my recordings cut short a little bit. I'm going to make an adjustment next time so they don't do that, but a lot of these are going to end right with the ball going in the basket, so you're going to have to understand the context. And here we're losing 12-0 and just can't get anything going as they're stripping the ball from us every time. But when it's 12-0, you can't really get any worse than that, as we miss a 3 in the corner, get the rebound and put back. Here we go, John Henson down low, missing another dunk. It just wasn't going well for us in the first quarter, guys. Deontay Davis with the post-up actually gets us some points. It's 16-4 now with a minute left. Now 18-4, a minute left. Justin Jackson takes the ball, makes a nice pass decision over to Boban, who makes a beautiful pump fake and layup. Tyus Jones has the ball at the top of the key, is dribbling around, trying to get around Boban, can't really. Finds him on the feet for a nice one-handed slam by Boban. A lot of craziness going on here as we get the fast break up to Tyus Jones. Passes it backwards instead of forward to Justin Jackson. Back to Tyus Jones for an amazing layup. I have no idea how that worked. Anyways, reserves in still. Frank Jackson's bringing the ball up. Gets it into Boban. Kicks it to the corner for Justin Jackson, who's been hitting threes all game. And you guys let me know if you want him to start. At the end of this video, I do make him a starter because he played super well this game. He's like our Klay Thompson, and really Patrick McCaw didn't play too well, honestly. So I made a lot of adjustments after this game for what I think the starting lineup should be. I will show those to you, and you guys let me know what you think, if I made the right decisions, or if I need to give these guys more time, or if I'm just making stupid decisions. But I wanted to see these guys play before I made decisions. Patrick Patterson made a ridiculous post-up on nobody there. Here we go with McCall on a fast break, and he actually does hit a 3. He missed a lot of them. He missed a lot more than he made, I'll just tell you that much. We'll look at the stats after. John Henson gets the rebound. We kick it up to Patrick McCaw on the fast break, who brings it in and actually has a pretty nice layup. So McCaw's not a bad player. It's just Justin Jackson I feel did a bit better. Mudiay passes on the inside to Patrick Patterson, who can hit that shot. Pistons taking the ball up now. Rodney Stuckey's got it at the top of the key. Kicks it into John Lure. Weird layup. We get the rebound. Bringing it back up to our end of the court. Harkless passes it to McCaw for a beautiful fast break layup. Scores are pretty tight, 27-29 here as Jon Leuer drives and gets the and one dunk. 27-31 here before his free throw, and Jon Leuer, you know he's going to make the free throw, pretty good shooter. Now 27-32. Bring the ball up in the third quarter, 31-37. That's the other thing I forgot to mention, guys, as John Henson knocks down a jumper, is that I accidentally had quarters set to 6 minutes, so after this game I'm also going to go ahead and go adjust those. Big accident, ended up scoring a lot less points because of it, but yeah, just wanted to give you guys that heads up. As Boban kicks it back out to Justin Jackson, who gets that one to rattle in, so he did have quite a few three-pointers in the game. Went really well for him. Tyus Jones can run the pick and roll really well with Boban. Boban coming in the game gave us a huge spark. John Henson played really well defensively, but he couldn't get anything going on the offensive end, and Boban is just such a force like he was last year, and Justin Jackson knocking down another three. And another, oh no, he missed that one. Deontay Davis gets the rebound, kicks back out to Tyus Jones, who's calling for the pick and roll. Deontay Davis comes, Jones is running the pick and roll again, gets a nice pass in to Davis, who fumbles it but gets it back out to Tyus for the three. So he also showed that he can score, something Mudiay also did not do. We go Reggie Jackson taking a long three, and we can't get the rebound, and this is, I believe, the same possession here. This is what's happening to us all game, guys. Tobias Harris comes in with a terrible shot, and they end up getting the putback. So we really just couldn't get anything going, and it was terrible. Honestly, everything was going wrong for us as we get to the end of the game here.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Alright, so taking a peek at the stats, Justin Jackson obviously is the leading scorer. He's going to bump up to the starting lineup considering he only played 9 minutes and had 14 points. Made 4 of 8 three-pointers, did awesome. Patrick Patterson had 8 points, McCaw had 7. So McCaw still did well, but Justin Jackson definitely played better than him. Mo Harkless had a pretty good game. Not great. Nobody really had a good game, but Boban played almost as well as John Henson in 5 less minutes. You can see field goals. John Henson was 3 for 11, so that was pretty ugly. Tyus Jones, 5 points and 4 assists in 5 minutes, so that was obviously way better than Mudiay, who had 0 points and 7 assists in 16 minutes. So efficiency-wise, it makes a lot more sense to go to Tyus Jones. Here we are, just adjusting the minutes from 6 to 8, like I told you guys. And then at the end of the game, the other obvious thing was that we needed to change the back number and name on these jerseys to make them green. The white was just a little bit too hard to see, so we went ahead and made those changes and saved them. And then I also made sure that I uploaded these changes so that you guys can get these jerseys if you just search for my name. My PlayStation name is Exit Reality, so it's XIT-REALT, or dash, not slash. But I did upload these. I'll put the name on the screen for Exit Reality so you guys can see that. And hopefully you should be able to search by my name and find it. The last thing we're going to do is go ahead and make these changes to our starting lineup. Making Tyus Jones starting point guard, making Justin Jackson starting shooting guard, and then also what I had to do, you guys let me know if you like this decision or not, is we are putting in Zhu Kui as a backup center, moving John Henson to power forward so he can be a really good clog in the middle for us because he was such a good defensive player. And he's also tall, and then Boban center. So we made John Henson power forward. Let me know what you think about that decision, guys. But anyways, that does do it for this episode, episode 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you in episode 3.